Nice overhead. Hi, I'm Brad Gilbert, and welcome to Sports School. With the help of the Bryan twins today, we're going to be working on the overhead, one of the easiest shots that club players miss the most. It's my favorite shot because it's your only chance in the sport to slam dunk. Let's look at a couple of basic tips for the overhead. Bob's going to feed Mike, and let's look at the basic standing position, and we're going to look at the hand. Feed him a couple. All right. Next one, hold it. Okay. Notice how he keeps the left hand high in the air and rack it behind his head. The reason why you want to keep the left hand out in front, it's like a rudder. It's kind of your balance, especially if you're jumping or you're coming forward. It's your balance point. You want to see the ball. It also will help shield the sun from you. Mike, why do you like to go so far behind your head on the racket?
I just cock it back. If you keep it down here or too high, you just want to keep it cocked back, wait for the ball, and it's like a serve. You want to contact that ball right at 1 o'clock, exactly like a serve toss.
So it's almost like an extension of a serve, except for you got your hand in the air instead of tossing it.
Yep. Well, when you toss the ball, your hand's right here. So it's actually from this position in the serve. Just hold this position in the serve.
Looks pretty easy when you do it right, huh?
Yeah, this shot you should never miss.
The reason why club players miss this shot so much is the footwork. They don't move their feet or they don't put the hand up. So you need to put the hand up, and if you need to move the right, the left, back, that's the key. And another thing is you need to hit the middle of the strings, not the expensive part of the racket. Sometimes we just want to swing at it so hard, you forget to look the ball in the strings. So make sure you hit the middle, move your feet, and keep your hand up at all times. Not every overhead is going to be a layup on top of the net. The backpedaling scissor kick is the much tougher overhead. That's the deep lob where you need to backpedal and then scissor kick. Let's watch Mike hit a couple right here. See how he backpedals and then he jumps at the last minute. He scissors up. This is a much more difficult overhead. Done well, it's a thing of beauty. Watch him backpedal and then jump up at the last minute and explode off of it. He's really using his legs a lot. This is really a difficult shot that he's making look easy. He's trying to take his brother out as well. Match point overhead for the winner. All right. And one other overhead that's a toughie. It's maybe the toughest shot there is in tennis, the backhand smash. That's when it's over you can't get it over the forehand side. You got to go to the backhand side. Let's see a couple of backhand smashes. Very nice. You're really thrusting on it and using a lot of shoulder. Somebody said that about 50 years ago. This is the hardest shot in tennis. It's pretty darn difficult. Maybe one of the most difficult shots in the game because you're in an awkward position and your back is to the court, and sometimes you don't know where you're going to be after you hit the ball. Notice how he hit it well, but he doesn't get a lot of power on it because you don't have a lot of muscle right there to do that. Pat Rafter was unbelievable this shot. Very nice. Match point. Big one to win it. Wimbledon. Very nice. See how he went back up, scissored, put it, looked at his brother, acknowledgement, we just won Wimbledon. We've showed you the basic overhead, the jumping scissor kick, and the all-tough backhand smash. Now the last of the overheads is the high bouncing one where you let it bounce and then smash it. Let's take a look at a couple of those. Notice how he had the good balance. He backed up, let the ball drop, and then he went forward on it. Backed up, and then he goes forward. See, that's too high to take in the air, but yet he backs up, gives his balance, and then kills it. This one's a little easier. You can back up and then you come forward. Balance is everything on this. You back up and then you launch yourself forward. Sometimes when it's too high, you don't want to take it in the air. That's why you let it bounce, get yourself in a good position, and then smash it away. All right, match point. Bounce it over the fence. See how he backed up, positioned himself, balanced, and swung at it perfectly. If he would have taken that in the air, it would have been a tough overhead. Win Wimbledon right here. Very nice. The reason why so many club players miss the overhead is they keep their hand down or they get big eyes. They try to take too big of a swing. And another thing that people don't move, you need to move your feet a little bit. You need to dance around because a lot of times you just start and finish in the same position. You need to move forward. You need to move sideways. You need to move backwards. The footwork and the hand are the key to this thing. And you know what you need to do? You need to hit the center of the strings. Because most of us, we take a big swing, we hit here. You never want to hit the expensive part of the racket. You want to hit the middle, right in the strings, the key. We've just showed you the 4 variations of the overhead. The basic overhead, the jumping scissor kick, the all-tough backhand smash, and sometimes the high lob that you let bounce, and then you balance and smack it. I'd like to thank the Bryan twins today for helping me out. I'm Brad Gilbert for Sports School. See you next time.